Hello everyone and welcome to another video of Black Boys Speak. This episode is a bit different because I'm in front of the camera instead of behind it. And so my name is Mbali and I am the founder and the hostess of Black Boys Speak. So this video is intended to answer a question that I get a lot of times, and that is, why did I decide to start Black Boys Speak? And so I will be answering that question. I don't know what to say. Let's get to it. Okay, so I am from Johannesburg, South Africa. Well, actually Mabuluka, Northwest, because my family is mostly in there, and my family is Zulu, and within my family there are plenty of boys and men. For instance, I am my grandmother's only granddaughter and the rest of her grandchildren are boys. So growing up in a family with a lot of men, I've seen the difficulty that boys and men have when it comes to expressing themselves, whether it's expressing their thoughts, their emotions, their feelings. It's quite difficult to get a man to express holistically that part of themselves, and I've seen it lead to problems that could be otherwise avoided, such as getting into the wrong relationships, substance abuse, depression, suicide attempts. So seeing all of those things in my family, it always made me curious that, whoa, what could the issue be? And I realized as men, especially black men, there is an expectation for you to always be strong. And I think it's sometimes, especially in Africa, also as Africans, we forget that yes, he's supposed to go out there, get paper, provide for the family, but we forget it's quite easy to forget that a man or a boy is a human first before anything else. And being human means that you have emotions, you have feelings, you get hurt, you get angry, you get sad, you get happy, and that can be easily neglected. And I remember also growing up thinking, boys don't have feelings because they don't express it. And so obviously I was wrong. And so then last year I had a cousin, Fanafuti. He was 29 at the time, and he passed away from years of struggling with substance abuse. And I just remembering who he was, he was super funny, had big dreams. He was a great cook. He loved to cook, and his food was amazing, and his kitchen was always clean. He was just so happy, so kind. And I think his substance abuse began when he transitioned from grade 12, after grade 12, moving on to the real life. Grade 12, I think, a senior year in America. And not enough is spoken about the struggle of being a first generation graduate, college attendee, because you have no one to help direct you, because the older people in your family, they never went to college, so they don't know, they don't understand the process, and so you're left to navigate that part of your life alone. And it's a struggle because you don't know as well how to navigate it, and mentally that can be a lot for someone. And I think that was the case for him, and he turned to substance abuse, to drug abuse. And I feel, had he had someone to speak to, to tell them, I'm struggling, I don't know what I'm doing, I think life could have been so different. I think he would have still been alive. But you know what, things happen the way they're supposed to happen. But in hindsight, I think things could have been different, because I know he had dreams, he had big dreams, his heart was gold. And so the ending of his life and how he was, it never made sense to me. So I figured it was probably about time that I acted upon it, because I saw the problem that a lot of men are just struggling with issues, and they always turn to something that looks like the problem, but that's never the underlying issue. And so I decided to start Black Boys Speak, and it's been about 6 months now, and I've learned so much. I've learned so much, and it's been so great to hear these stories and the struggles that people go through, and them just talking to me and telling me thank you for listening, And that's, at times I end up staying hours talking to these boys and men that I encounter, because it's so interesting, and it's also a learning moment for me. Like I said before, I used to think boys and men didn't have feelings, and now of course I know that's wrong. That's not true. It's just that they never expressed them. So that's why I started Black Boys Speak, and although I'm from South Africa, I see that it's an issue everywhere for boys and men of color, whether I'm in the States, in the UK, or South Africa. It's a struggle. And I'm just doing my part in this world to make it a little bit easier for boys and men of color. And yeah, so that's why I started Black Boys Speak. And I hope you guys have been enjoying the videos, and I've been enjoying it because I get to listen, and I love listening. I'm a listener, not much of a talker, so it's a win-win. At first I was shy because I was like, Lord, how am I just gonna go out to these strangers and ask them, hey, I'm doing this and that, would you like to be a part of it? But guys, they're so receptive, and they're so welcoming, and they really engage. And so just doing the Lord's work, because it makes it easier. But yeah, so that is the why, and yeah, the why of Black Boys Speak. Shout out to all the boys and men in my family. Love you guys. And that was weird. That was very weird, but I love you guys. Shout out to my brothers, Miss Cecil, and my uncle Jermaine, my older cousin Menzie. Yeah, they are, you know, the OG homies. Yeah, so thanks for tuning in, and I hope this was, I don't know, informative. And I hope you guys continue to like the upcoming videos of Black Boys Speak. So yeah, peace and love. Take care. Bye. I don't know how to end it. This is so weird. Because how do people just, like, as a content creator, and you're the one in front, like, how do you just, that's so weird. But props to you guys, because kudos. Anyway, thanks. Bye. Peace.